He thinks you're an experiment. Terminate you, he says. As if you were some kind of light switch that could be just turned on and off. You're no experiment, John Kirby. Not to me. You're my life's work.
Silent Rage is a 1982 science fiction action horror film directed by Michael Miller that would find some box office success. In a small Texas town, a man named John Kirby, played by Brian Libby, living in a house alongside two others, calls his doctor on the phone, informing him that he is about to snap and lose his mind.
That you?
You ain't shit. You ain't shit.
Doc, I need help. I'm losing it.
Shit.
I'm losing it.
Shit.
I'm losing it.
Shit. I warned you kids. Now you get on outside. You hear me right now. Come on, outside. Come on, let's go out in the back and play.
Johnny, you there?
Doc, I don't feel so good. Doc. I can't make it.
Kirby then grabs an axe and murders two people living in the house. Sheriff Dan Stevens, played by Chuck Norris, alongside Deputy Charlie, played by Stephen Furst, arrive on the scene. After finally subduing Kirby, his doctor, Tom Hallman, played by Ron Silver, arrives at the home.
My name is Dr. Tom Holman. I'm from the Institute. John Kirby is my patient.
Bill?
Charlie, go in the house and get my gun and hat, will you?
In the house?
Yeah, in the house.
Look, Sheriff, why don't you tell me what happened?
Your patient killed two people.
I'd like to talk to him.
You can talk to him down at the county jail.
Kirby then breaks out of his handcuffs, grabs a shotgun, and is shot by the police. John Kirby, mortally wounded, is transported to the hospital that houses the institute where Dr. Hellman works, alongside Dr. Paul Vaughn, played by William Finley, and Dr. Philip Spires, played by Stephen Keats. All men are doctors who also work as geneticists. Phillips suggests that they try and save John Kirby by using a formula he created that enhances cellular strength and regeneration. Tom disagrees, warning that Kirby was mentally unstable and dangerous to begin with.
Increase the unit count.
Make it 50,000.
Phil, what are you talking about? Look what the mitogen's doing to his brain pattern. Look, this guy's mind was unbalanced to begin with. Phil, I'm telling you. I said let this man die in peace.
Philip pretends to agree, but administers the formula once Tom leaves the room. At the hospital, Dan runs into Tom's sister Allison, played by Toni Kalem. Dan and Allison have a past together, and both wonder if there is a chance to rekindle any romance.
I'm sorry, Sheriff... Stevens, this is my sister Allison. This is Sheriff Stevens.
Yeah, we've met.
Really?
I need to ride back to to the station. Are you interested?
No. But I'll give you a lift.
I'll meet you at the front door.
Why is it that the brother is always the last to know? You already know the cowboy?
You could put it that way.
Phil and Paul decide to inform Tom that they have secretly kept John Kirby alive using the formula, and that he is now capable of remarkable swift healing power.
Scars that would be permanently evident, healed in 18 hours without a trace.
I mean, his internal organs heal faster than that once we increase the dosage. We have the X-rays, you could see him. I mean, he's got the internal organs of a 20-year-old boy.
Watch this.
We increased the dosage to 5 million units per hour. The natural healing process has been accelerated until it is almost immediate. Think of it, Tom. Bones will mend. Wounds will heal. Diseases cured. Now tell me, isn't that worth everything? Anything.
Yeah. Look, before we go to Stockholm and pick up the Nobel Prizes, I want him through the whole works, okay?
Sure.
Tom is still unsure, and things become complicated when Dan arrives asking questions.
Phil Spicer, have you met Sheriff Stevens before?
Yeah, we met last night.
Oh, I gave the sheriff the death certificate, okay?
Now all I need is the body to go with it.
Yeah, okay, we just...
We are not through with the autopsy yet.
That's the coroner's job.
So it is. Do come by and see us again sometime, Sheriff.
Tom tries to tell Phil to stop with the experiments, but is chastised.
Look, I am sick and tired of hearing about this goddamn
Hey,
sheriff.
Phil, forget about the sheriff. Just tell me, what the hell are you trying to prove? What is this crap, stealing human bodies and tampering with them for our own experiments? Look, Phil, tell me what you're trying to do. What are you trying to do? Create a new breed of man? Superman, physically invulnerable? What about the higher functions? Rationality, thought, emotions? Phil, listen to me, man. The mind is my field. Now, I thought I would never say this about a human being, but that sucker is better off dead. Now, either you terminate Kirby, or I'm going to do it.
Who the hell do you think you're talking? Do I have to remind you that I am your boss? And I will decide what happens in here and when, not you! Now get the fuck out of here! Now!
When Tom heads home to his wife Nancy, played by Stephanie Dunham, he is unaware that John Kirby has escaped from the Institute and is on the prowl to kill. When Nancy returns home from getting dinner, she finds Tom dead and John Kirby waiting for her. Allison, distraught from the loss of her brother and sister-in-law, pleads with Dan to stay with her. Dan knows that it is up to him to stop John Kirby before it is too late. During pre-production, director Michael Miller did extensive research into genetic engineering and regeneration. He met with doctors at UCLA and held detailed discussions with scientists at the famed Wadley Institute in Dallas, Texas, where interferon was developed. The director said that the film was not inspired by slasher movies, even though it does have several elements associated with the popular slasher films of the time. He said that he wasn't a fan of those, and he thought he was making a movie that was more like a Frankenstein. The director said, quote, "We'll have the mad scientist bring this guy back to life, and Chuck Norris will have to apprehend him," end quote. This was the first film produced by Top Kick Productions, Chuck Norris's production company. This was the first time Norris had complete control of one of his films. This was Chuck Norris's first ever movie role as a Texas law enforcement officer, a sheriff, as opposed to his Texas Ranger character in the 1993 CBS series Walker, Texas Ranger. The director said that while Chuck Norris had no problem with the fight scenes, he had some difficulty improvising his love scene with actress Toni Kalem because he wasn't used to doing them. The director told them just to talk and have fun. Filming began on July 30th, 1981 in Dallas, Texas, and took about 30 days. The biker bar fight scene was shot at a famous Dallas hangout, Old Blues Bar, frequented by the Texas Rangers baseball team. The production crew spent an entire day there installing a special breakaway window. The shot of the bike going through the window had to be done in one take. The fight took 4 days to shoot. This movie was the only role for Lillette Zoe Rayleigh, who played the biker chick who flashes her breast to the deputy before the bar fight. Reportedly, one of the producers met her at a bar one night in Dallas, Texas during pre-production and asked if she'd want to be in the movie. She immediately said yes. He told her her part required her to flash her breasts on screen and asked her if she would have a problem. She just smiled, pulled up her shirt and exposed her breasts and said, "Not at all." I think she does a good job in the small role. In the Silent Rage soundtrack, the song "It's the Time for Love" was sung by Katie Segal, who would later star on the Fox television series Married with Children. Silent Rage entered movie theaters on April 2nd, 1982, and grossed a total of $10.5 million, making the film a success at the box office. I first saw this movie when I checked it out of a library around 2001 or 2002. I remember being impressed. The music and the way the lighting is in this film gives the movie a real creepy feel. It's actually unlike many other Chuck Norris films, as this was more of a strange science fiction horror thriller than anything else. The little love story is cute, and Toni Kalem is a pretty good actress, and I find her attractive. Chuck Norris is great as always, Ron Silver is great as always, and Brian Libby was very scary as the insane, unstoppable John Kirby. I recommend the 1982 science fiction action horror film, Silent Rage.